Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ha! Trip at the Brain, man. Suicidal Tendencies did that song. What a, you know. I met that damn guy Mike Muir one day when they played at the Usual over here a year or two ago, somewhere in the last 2 years. Man, I walked over there. I saw the show. I drank about 9 beers before I went to the show. Then I went to the show, and I was like, man, it's too early to go in. So I went down to the Flying Pig, and I drank about 2 or 3 pints there. Then walked back to the damn show, drank some beers in there, and I was just out of my mind. I was falling down drunk. Woo! I was on the way out of there, you know. After the show, I'm walking out. Yeah, okay. And all I wanted was some water, you know. I was pretty dehydrated. And I look, and there's a door. All these people are walking past this door, and I said, I wonder what's in there. You know, I'm a wondering kind of guy. So I opened the door, and there's a stairway. So I walked upstairs. There's a room up there, a cooler with beers and water and stuff, a couch. I said, gosh, that looks nice. So I went in, got a little bottle of water. I'm drinking that, relaxing. People from the band start showing up. People I don't know, some new bass player or something. He wasn't very friendly. Kept telling me I had to get out of there. I said, no, I'm okay, man. I'm just hanging out. And then when they started getting insistent, I threw out the, hey, look, I'm here to interview Mike Muir for KSJS. I'm a DJ. You know, that struck me. I was like, wow, yeah, all right. They didn't buy that. So I sat there a while longer, and they're hanging out, and they couldn't figure out how to get rid of me. I guess nobody wanted to manhandle me. And I finished my water, and they're like, you gotta go, man. I said, yeah, all right, I'm leaving. And so, you know, I was leaving anyway. So I left. I go downstairs, get pushed outside.
You owe me
I
a
was pretty
beer.
upset. You know, at the last minute, the guy throws me outside as I'm walking out the door into the street. I'm like, you know, that takes a lot of guts, you know. Well, where did you think I was going? Did you think I was going to run and climb the wall? I mean, I guess if he knew me a little better, maybe he'd have thought that, but this guy didn't even know me. So I'm sitting outside complaining to some homeless guy for a while, just angry, smoking cigarettes, you know. All I had to do was walk home, but I was kind of seething, so I wasn't going anywhere. And pretty soon Mike Muir walks out, and he's just a little guy, man. All these guys that look huge on their album covers and stuff, he looks like he's probably, let me take a look at this picture. He looks like he's probably about 6 foot tall. So do all the other guys. They're all the exact same height. And so you think, geez, these guys are all pretty big guys. He's probably 5'5", I don't know. He's just a little guy. I felt like I was towering over. So we're walking, and I was complaining to him about his drummer, and I just walked and smoked cigarettes. And so there, I met the guy. Big deal. Big, hairy deal. Didn't get anything interesting out of him. He was staying in like the Holiday Inn, one of these back streets here. But, gosh, man. Anyway, yeah. Here they come. You! Kill him! We just missed Franco Colombo standing on that rock. Anyway, what else do we hear? Children of Boredom. Wrath Within, off their Hate Breeder CD. In addition to that, I'm just going to play this message, all right?
KSJS takes this.
They shouldn't have had it out there, man. Yeah. I'm telling you what. Nobody seems to take care of their kids anymore. Rip their arms off and put them on backwards. See how run them slapping each other about. Anyway, that's why I'm going into neurosurgery, so I can figure out how to rip things off and put them back in. The nerves still work. You're slapping yourself in the back of the head trying to grab a beer. You know what else? walking out of hands. God, I'm getting calluses. Girls love a guy with a lot of calluses. That's what they say until you show up in San Jose where all they want is money, and they know that if you got calluses, you're not making any money, man. You gotta go away. Can't believe it. Lived here for a couple of years, thought there was something wrong with me. I go other places, I'm like a magnet, man. These chicks love me. What is wrong with this place? It's okay. I'm aware of my good qualities, and I believe in myself. They're just messing around with the legions of the dead. Frontier Ford reminds us that in today's technology-intensive world, a good education is more important than ever. So stay in school, get your education, and graduate. If you're a student considering not returning to school, think twice. Remember, education is the gate to a better life, and you hold the key. This important community reminder is brought to you by the concerned staff at Frontier Ford in Santa Clara. They're on the air because they care about the future and welfare of the youth. Yeah, not like the good old days here with Conan, running around chopping people off. You get to the top just killing a bunch of people. Government's so whacked out now, got such a tight grip on us all, you can't hardly put people together and run over a nation. I mean, I used to think I could grab a bunch of homeless people. I was just talking to some homeless guy outside, figure, what the heck, you know, woo-hoo-hoo. I could have taken him, fed him a little bit, and he would have been my friend forever. It's like taking a dying dog and feeding it. They'll do whatever you tell them. But, no, Frontier Ford has the idea. They're up to date. Me, I'm way behind the times. Lived too many lives. I'm stuck in the past. Of course, the past is always with us. The future is the only uncertainty. And you hold the key. Anyway, yeah, I was just outside, man. Looking at the lawn. Remember I was talking about the tombstones they've got on the lawn earlier? These little paper tombstones they made up. Oh, isn't that nice? It says, alcohol is derived from yeast excrement. That's supposed to deter us from going out and getting drunk. I mean, it makes you crazy. What the hell? It's more than your cornflakes do for you, and the FDA lets a certain amount of rodent excrement get into your cornflakes. I mean, you know, what's the difference? You're used to eating it. You're getting fed it all day at work. Here, do this. This is what you got to do to be right. What the hell is that? Anyway, yeah, so I'm looking at these tombstones, and these guys are mowing the lawn out there, and they're uprooting all these little tombstones and setting them aside, and I was like, hey, grave robbers! People just kind of look at you, and it's like, what? It's like, well, I guess not. I mean, people don't seem to care so much about a false grave. I mean, it says Jimi Hendrix on the damn tombstone, man. I don't care whether he's under there or not. It's all symbolic. Whether it's a rock over there or a piece of paper over here, it still represents the man, and you're tearing it up? What the heck, man? I mean, one thing I can tell you, these little cardboard things are a lot easier to move around than the real rocks that they've got on people's graves out there. Anyway, this is God Dethroned doing their song called Soul Capture 1562. It's off the Bloody Blasphemy CD. isn't that nice? All right, that was for Ian. He wanted to hear some, yeah, Death Angel. Figured we'd play the final death off the Ultraviolent CD. Because I had some chick do some numbers thing on me, and she says, I'm on my final life. I said, yeah! I don't have to worry about this crap anymore, man. So right now, you know, I'm just Livin, living, as Wooderson would say. You know, what the hell? He also says that thing about, you know, high school girls, they all stay the same age. He keeps getting older. But, you know, those are a couple important things he said in that movie. Anyway, yeah, final death. We heard God Dethroned in there doing Soul Capture 1652 off the Bloody Blasphemy CD. Bunch of angry Dutchmen going crazy, man. I've been to Amsterdam a couple times, and I didn't see anybody all that angry. The bums didn't seem too happy walking around. Those are the highest class bums I've ever seen on the planet, man. They're just walking around. This one guy's got these dreads all over, coming down his back. He's got ass end just worn out of the bottom of his pants. He's just digging through the trash like an animal. I said, Jesus, that's reaching your apex as a homeless guy. You know, I bet you the other people envy him. But they seem pretty nice in Amsterdam. I'm planning on going back there for New Year's. The place where they're really angry and unpredictable is Germany. We're hanging out in Germany, woo, drinking beers, all these Germans. Are you American? Yeah! You start drinking really early. And they're buying you drinks, just getting screwed up. Next thing I know, it's like 3:30 in the morning. My buddy and I were stumbling back towards the train station. Knowing the trains aren't running, we figured we'd just sleep on the church steps, you know. Bloody blasphemy. But we didn't make it there. Next thing I know, we're surrounded by about 5 guys and 3 women. And they're all yelling in some other language. I'm like, what? And this guy's up my face. And he starts taking his jean jacket off, you know. And I said, what the hell are you doing? And he stops like he was thinking about it for a minute. He finished taking his jacket off, and he just whack hit me with a left. Bang! I've doubled out backwards, and I popped back up like one of those damn, you know, weeble wobbles, but they don't fall down, but they sure do come apart with a shotgun, I'll tell you. But I looked back at him, and it didn't hurt. I was drunk as hell. I looked back at him. I said, what the F are you doing? And he looked at me, and he was like, wow. And he hit me again. I went back, and I just started fighting. We're fighting all these people. They're all around us, kicking me. And I'm loving people running everywhere. I'm blocking. I moved my thigh over to block my groin. I just felt like I was on top of my game, you know, fighting and stuff. Got the front half of my shirt ripped off. It was stitched up the sides, tore the whole front half of my shirt off, and I'm like, that was my favorite shirt. So fighting some more. I kicked some dude, and my shoe goes flying off, and I'm just fighting, you know. One-footed, you know, it throws you off, but you can still do it. Hell, I'd fight naked if I had to. But pretty soon, my buddy's going, let's get out of here, run! I'm like, what? Oh, okay, so he takes off running, and I go running through the grass. I go run by him, because I'm faster than he is, of course. Go around these bushes, and I'm running, and I don't hear him back there anymore. I'm like, oh, geez, I stopped. I said, I gotta go back. So I come running back around these bushes, and he's laying on the ground. There are 4 of them kicking him. It looked like that damn part from, what do you call it, Top Gun, where they're all around Hollywood and Iceman, and, you know, these guys running around kicking them. I'm running full speed. I jumped up and threw a flying body tackle, knocked these guys down, get up, start fighting again. You know, fighting. Here pretty soon my friend's going, come on, let's go. I'm like, what? Oh, okay. So we start running again. And I hear somebody coming after me. And I've got my jean jacket on, and in my pocket I've got my camera, of course. So I take my camera out, I'm still running, I push the button halfway down to make the flash pop up, and it turns orange, and I put it over my shoulder, took a picture, because I wanted to have something for posterity, you know? And then there was nobody chasing us anymore. Get the film back, it's just monstrous woman in the trees, you know, running behind me. And I was like, wow, you know, if that's all that was left to chase us, we must have done all right. I must have. I don't know. Anyway, I guess we've got messages to play. Here, listen to this. Wildlife PSA.
This is how the natural territory of Silicon Valley used to sound.
Yeah!
More like this. Urban growth and increases in the density of human population has led to the disturbance of habitats added to the number.
Hey, what do we got? I really got nothing to say right now. I got all kinds of stuff to talk about, but I got kind of a sore throat. So, I think you can probably tell. I'm going to put in a request. Answer a request. God, I'm on the radio. This is Death. Chris wanted to hear some Death. He wanted to hear the latest, but I can't seem to find it, so we probably don't have it. So I'm going to throw in something from Symbolic, which is 95. It's about probably going to parallel it somehow, or be an extension or a predecessor or something like that. And Omar wanted to hear some Death, too. So, hey, you know what? We've got 1,000 eyes. Look out, they're watching you.
Where's your coin?
Yeah, that's for Bob Lou. I know you're out there. Hey, you know what? Now it's time to find out. Oh, it's 90.5 FM KSJS, San Jose. Ha! Yeah, that's right. We're going to find out the power of the claw. Yeah, in retrospect, I just wanted to dedicate it to that girl Shannon's boyfriend. You just know what the claw's for, man, you know.
Look at that. Look at that. I've always wanted a picture of my brain, and I never wanted to volunteer for it. I thought, if I volunteer, oh boy, who knows what they're gonna find in there. But this, yeah, somebody ran me down on my motorcycle a few years ago, and I got to get a picture of the brain that they took. And I looked at all my old psychology books, and these things, they just show my brain to be wonderful. I was afraid to find what was going to be inside it. And it's like, you know, I've hit my head so many times. I figured there'd be lesions all over. But as it turns out, it's clean. And the doctor's report also said it's clean. And, you know, it's all crammed in there. Bill Clinton said, there's nothing wrong with a little head. And that's what I got. That's all I got.
Join RPM as he makes drive time less nerve-wracking. RPM Wednesday afternoons from 2 until 5 on 90.5 FM KSJS. Hey, well, shoot, man.
Yeah.
No cryptopsy. Sorry about that. But, well, we got some Emperor right here. I would love to tell you a story, but I got things to take care of, so I'll talk to you in about 10 minutes. I think that's all I need to do with that. Yeah, that's it.
I'll put that down for a minute. It's not quite right for me to try to do that and do this. It's distracting. I was thinking about reading the story, but I can't find any of my stuff anywhere. It's so odd. The great thing is that the landlords, my old landlady, you know, I can say that both ways. My ex-landlady and the old landlady, she was in her 70s, she was just some old woman with a husband that was still kicking. She didn't like the guy. They were there mowing the lawn one day as I was sitting outside drinking beers and smoking cigarettes, and I usually help them, but she offered me money, and I said, no, you can't own me. I do things because I want to. Don't make a deal out of it, you know? Once you make a deal out of it, you're taking it all away. You're taking away the simple pleasure that I get of doing something without feeling like somebody's telling me something. And so I was sitting there and I had my papers out, and I wrote a story for her. It was about how, you know, when I read the Necronomicon the first time, it was, I've been to the Ziggurat at the city of Ur. That's one of the PowerPoints on the planet Earth. It mentions 3. The second one is the Tor at Avalon, and I was there too. There are pictures of me. I was chasing sheep through the fields with my pants off, down, you know, down. And I'd never been to Montchartrain Cathedral. Those, I was at the first 2 by mistake, and the third was the idea that I should have been there by mistake, but it turns into a plan. And if I ever get married in the eyes of the law and God, well, I'm married in my own way. And my eyes are the law, and my eyes are God. Yeah. I figure it would happen at Montchartres Cathedral in France, which was built on an old ground. That's why the Black Mellists are burning down churches. They built all their churches, the Catholics did, on their sacred grounds. So that's why they burn them. Bring it on home to me. That's my Zeppelin impression. But I figured after the wedding, I would just consummate the marriage on the altar. And so that story that I wrote for that old Christian woman, landlady, too bad. I just can't share it with her because I liked her too much. Some people have to be happy in their delusions. Some people in their delusions make the world a better place. I'd say that's about 5%. 5%. What am I doing? I'm just gonna let it go. I mean, what the hell am I supposed to be doing? Talking to you? I don't even know you, but you're the only person that listens to me. It's the way I always look at it. You want to get inside of somebody's head? Let them go wild. Don't interrupt. Just let them go wild. You're such a good listener. I didn't know what the hell you were talking about, so I just kept my mouth shut. You know, that's the idea. You want to be a good listener? Yeah, just keep it shut.
That was true to form doing their song called Release, off the new age, new generation of aggression. Yeah, local band. Tearing things up in the city, I'm telling you what, I mean, I don't know. I think I saw one of those guys pulling a fire plug out of the street the other day, but I don't know, that could have been a homeless guy, I don't know. People always mistake me for being a homeless, what the hell? Children love me, I feel like Jesus, you know? I'd be walking and see kids in there passing off there, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Sit there, smoke a cigarette, talk to these little 10, 11-year-old kids. Talk to them probably 10, 12 minutes, talking about this, you know, breakfast they're going to be having Sunday for the homeless. And they're like, are you homeless? It's like, no! Why does everybody keep mistaking me for being a homeless? Don't I look like I've got energy? Don't I look like I got some, you know, fury? That's life force in some shamanistic language.
Read the book.
Tony, I'm not. What? Anyway, Emperor was in there. Craig was in here picking up tickets, and I'm sitting there looking, and I said, geez, I got to throw some music in. I said, what do you want to hear? He's like, I said, you want to hear some Emperor? He says, yeah. So I played some Emperor Beyond the Great Vast Forest up in the Night Side Eclipse for Craig there, who was picking up tickets. He was a winner, man. Yeah, you can be a winner. All you got to do is call. Once I get done yakking, give me a call and you go to the Snow and Skate Expo up at the San Mateo Expo Center. We'll take like the third and fourth callers. You know, I get bound up here trying to, you know, talking to a friend of mine from Japan. And he's like, I was saying something about pizza. He's like, oh, pizza. He says, I get all bound up. I'm like, it's the cheese, man. Yeah, California cheese. It'll do it to you every time. Listen to this. Oh, here it is.
90.5 KSJS is bringing you the Snow and Skate Expo of 1999. You can come check out the Street Skate Contest hosted by Simon Woodstock and bring your skateboard out if you want to get down on the Big Daddy ramps. They also have gear and giveaways, including 2 free lift tickets to Sierra or North Star at Tahoe and June Mountain for each attendee. That's happening at the San Mateo Expo Center, October 23rd and 24th. Keep listening to 90.5 KSJS for your chance to win 2 free tickets. Brought to you by Snowboard Magazine and 90.5.
All right, phone's ringing. Tell you what. There it is. We're going to give tickets out right now. But I got to read this message, man. So, just be patient. I hope you have the time. We're at caller number 2 right now. OnSale.com is proud to join the community blood drive and reminds us that the need for a safe and secure blood supply is now with us. If you're healthy and qualified, do your part and donate blood. You protect not only yourself and your family, but the community as well. Remember, the greatest gift you can give is the gift of life. This important community reminder is brought to you by OnSale.com in Menlo Park. For information, you can reach them at 650-470-2400 or visit their website at www.onsale.com. You know, it's like this. If you're healthy and qualified, I'm willing to bet that most of these people that are homeless were healthy and qualified at one time. What we got to figure out is the moment that these people become homeless. That way we can hold them down and take their blood. And they can be given back to the community the way we give to them. Oh, yeah, here's a couple cents. You want a cigarette? You know, how many times a week do I say that? What if I get in a car accident, I'm laying bleeding in the street, and there's no blood for me? These guys aren't doing their part. Usually I make them tell me a story. There's some guy out here when I was smoking a cigarette earlier from Nebraska. He's like, oh, yeah. I said, dude, it's getting cold, huh? And he said, oh, it's coming. I said, I hate this time of the year. It's going to start raining soon. And he's like, oh, yeah. And I said, at least it isn't snow. I'm the eternal optimist. And he's like, oh, yeah. I'm from Michigan. It snows like hell. You get a foot or so, get all kinds of it, you know. They used to say, a-hole deep to an engine, but I don't think that's politically correct, so we don't say that anymore. But, yeah, so we get a lot of snow there. And you got a lot of snow in Nebraska. I said, yeah, I know, whatever. I walked through the cornfields in Nebraska, man. Middle of the night, 4:30 in the morning, car breaks down. I'm just walking through the cornfields looking for the light. You know, I see a light in the distance. I know it's got to be a city. But, hey, I'm just going to go right now and, call now. Continue giving these tickets away, man. Hey, this is Mortician doing their song called Wolfen.
Those faint striation patterns on his throat, and on his wrists, and on those parts, they're all identical. They're all alike. Cuts, tears, unlike teeth, very sharp teeth. Something out there might be eating people.
I guess I have to there's something going on here. I have no idea. I think this is at the beginning of the time that I was about to start making tapes of the whole show.
Keep them working.
I know I've told you this story before, but it's been a long, long time. Maybe 2-3 years, I don't know.
Maybe 2-3
Fires kill, man. Yeah. Well, there it is. Hey, we got Century of Lies coming up in a bit. Got other stuff. But right now, October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Rudolph and Sletton Incorporated reminds all women that the best defense against breast cancer begins with frequent self-examinations, an annual medical exam, and a screening mammogram for women over 40. Studies have proven that early detection increases survival and treatment options. So schedule an appointment today at the hospital or clinic of your choice. It may save your life. This reminder is courtesy of Rudolph and Sletton Incorporated, on the air because they care about the health and safety of women in our community. Yeah. I got some damn thing in the mail the other day from my credit card company saying, you know, here are your checks. You can get money anywhere, anytime. As much money as you need. Go ahead. It's like, yeah. You poor suckers. Who's laughing? I've been taking credit cards everywhere they'll send them to me. Year 2000 hits, I'm going to be going crazy. Just get on the road. You know, the fact is, I got all these credit cards. If at any point in time I'm fed up and I say, screw you, and take off, I got so much money to live on. I can buy guns. I can buy, bottles of 151, make Molotov cocktails. I can just run across the country blowing people up and taking the survivors, They'll be my friends. They'll see what a good time it is, But the thing is, year 2000's coming, man. Everybody's all worried about it. And I was watching PAX, that damn worship channel. I love watching that. Those people are so screwy. But they're talking about, hey, we've got no chance, they say. Buy our kit to save your life. And they've got this little kit with a stove and a couple cans of tuna or something.
And I guess that's it. Ha! Relinquish. Relinquish. Take it all back. Give up. There is something that says the happiest slave is a slave that doesn't know he is one. Geez, who is that? Rousseau? Michel? No, I think I got it all wrong. But the point is, I believe that the happiest slave is the slave that knows he is one. Because at that point, he can just accept his fate.